0344 499 1000. Simon is in Basingstoke. Hello, Simon.
Hello, Julia. I'm afraid it's very sad to hear about that individual, but I think this is something a lot more people are going to experience over the next few years. I mean, in the US, they've cut interest rates quite a lot, but their cost of government borrowing has actually gone up by 1% as well. Yeah. The trouble is, we're facing a global recession that's already happening. But also that governments have got huge levels of debt. The UK is going to spend £106 billion just on repaying the interest on the debt we have. Yeah. So it's going to be the fourth most expensive line item in the budget.
More than we spend on education and defence. I mean, it's just extraordinary.
It is. And to be honest, the government talked about introducing growth. Can anyone name me a single thing that they mentioned in the budget or they have in their policies that will encourage growth? We've got the net zero insanity. We've got an increase in the number of civil servants and the amount of regulation that we have. Yeah. And we're importing more low-skilled workers who will cost more in public services than they contribute in taxes.
It's so depressing. I mean, that's the thing. It's just so depressing. And we can all see it. Look at the budget. It's like they can't be serious, and yet they are. But what do you make of the fact that, so many, the people, the great and the good and the media seem to have a much bigger issue with Liz Truss's budget in 22 than they do with this one?
Well, I think the Liz Truss budget was very interesting because the day before the budget, the Bank of England was selling government gilts. I think a lot of the responsibility for this goes to the Bank of England, because there was an issue with derivatives to boost the amount of money generated from government gilts because gilts were so low. Because people forget interest rates were so low. They've never been that low in history. In some parts of the world, they were negative. Yeah. So you've got financial institutions which are sitting on enormous losses, 40 or 50% losses. And that has to be dealt with. But there is something we can do in the UK. Labour could tomorrow say, if you have leave to remain, you no longer have access to UK benefits. Yeah. Because you're a foreign worker working in the UK. You don't get any benefits in Dubai or Saudi. Yeah. So why not do that? That would probably save 40 billion, and then abandon net zero. That would probably save at least 50 billion a year.
I mean trillions. Net zero is going to cost us trillions. Forget billions.
And if we have to be really careful, because if the UK is seen as the dirtiest shirt, not only will gilt prices go up, but we'll also see the pound go down. Yeah. And then what will happen? That will mean that inflation will go through the roof. Yep,
but it's already creeping back up again, isn't it? And we're seeing food prices expected to go up, we're told. Again, another happy call. Simon in Basingstoke, really appreciate that. I mean, again, probably could give Rachel from accounts a few lessons on how the economy works there.